Hey, this is Danielle, CEO of Black Business Boom, and I am really excited to come to you today to introduce to you the Black Business Boom resident banker, Harry Allen from Studio Bank
Thank
here in
you.
Nashville, Tennessee. How are you, Harry?
I'm doing fantastic and really honored to be the resident banker for Black Business Boom. Thanks so much for having me.
I really am. And you've done amazing work here in Nashville. Everybody loves Harry. So I'm really honored to have you. Now, tell us a little bit about your work here with Studio Bank and outside of Studio Bank here in Nashville.
Yeah, well, I'm a native Nashvilleian, grew up here. I think at least a fifth generation Nashvilleian. Been in banking since I was 18 years old, started as an intern with SunTrust, and just really a passionate about walking with people and helping them fulfill their dreams. I have a servant's heart and a servant's approach to work for sure, and had this vision with Aaron Dorn, who's our CEO at Studio, approached me when Avenue Bank, who I'd worked for, merged with Pinnacle, and just said,
Mm.
"Hey, what if we brought a model of banking to Nashville that retained the community bank approach, but was also tech savvy in how we deliver our services to people, and intentional about being as inclusive as possible." It had been 12 years since a new bank had started in Nashville, and our city has changed a lot in the last 12 years. And it was time that our financial institutions started to reflect the communities that we serve.
I love that. I was a banker for 5 years
Yeah.
myself. So I started my professional career straight out of undergrad as a banker. And also my grandmother was the president of a community bank for years.
Wow.
So I banking is like near and dear to my heart. And I know how important it is, especially in our communities, and to see to be able to know your banker and to
For
go
sure.
in and bankers that look like you and see people who are in positions like yourself, Harry, to be able to see that and just know that I can go and talk to Harry, or I can become Harry one day, I think is
For sure.
really, really
Become
important.
better than Harry. Yes.
Yeah, I love it. So, just to let y'all know, Studio Bank is my bank. So, I absolutely
Thank
love
you.
Studio Bank.
Thank you.
I tell you, just the process of getting my account open for my business
Hmm.
was so easy and so seamless. And I can literally pick up the phone and call my banker. I can literally shoot her an email and
Yeah.
say, such and
Yeah.
such happens, or I need this. And they are truly there for me. So, I think this community approach
Hmm.
is much needed
Hmm.
coming from working for, I worked for US Bank, which
Hmm.
I worked for a community bank that was bought by US
Yeah.
Bank. So I've
Yeah.
been on both sides.
Yeah.
So I love what you guys are doing with Studio Bank. Now, do you all, I have my business account with
Hmm.
you,
Hmm.
but you have personal accounts as
We
well,
do.
right?
Yeah. So we're full service. Residential mortgage lending is a big part of our business model. So if you're buying or refinancing a house, we have consumer banking as well. So, yeah, checking accounts, savings accounts for kids. We want to bank the whole family. Our goal is to bank Nashville's businesses and the owners of those businesses. But we will take anyone at this point. If you want a high touch, highly personalized experience, I'd say Studios for you. We don't have tellers. Every single client gets a banker to walk life with.
Mm.
And on
I never
the
even thought about that because I've
Yeah,
only had a banker. I never even considered
we
that.
said, whether you have $50 or $5 million, we believe every single person benefits from being in relationship with a banker. And so we don't have a 1-800 number. We assign a person to every single account. And that's how we believe banking should be done.
I love it. Now, for the business
Yep.
owners that are listening,
Yep.
because I teach a lot of business owners and teach at TSU and several other places.
Mhm.
And I try to let folks know you need a bank account for your business
Yeah.
and it needs to be separate from your personal account. And they don't believe me all the time. So Harry, can you tell the people why they need
Yeah.
a business
Yeah.
bank account if
Yeah.
they're a business owner?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the size or where you are in starting the business. Like as soon as you have a business, even if it's a hobby or a lifestyle business, it's important to keep that separate. Now, I think a hurdle that most people need to overcome is like how to manage the day to day of it all. At Studio, we knew who we'd be serving. We knew we'd be serving business owners. And so we actually allow you to have one login, one username for your business and your personal, but the accounts need to be separate so that you can segment those activities and know how your business is doing. When it's all commingled, it's hard. It's hard to know how the business is doing separate from you personally. And then it's easy to dip into those business funds. And so just managing cash flow is a lot easier if it's segmented.
Now, getting started with an account, because I
Mhm.
think another hurdle is people are like, oh, I got to have this paper, I got to have this document, I don't have this. What would you say to someone who's kind of in a space where they know they should have an account, they want to have the account, but they don't really know the direction to go
Yeah.
on getting the
Yeah.
documentation they need to be able to do that?
Yeah, the easiest thing is to just reach out to me, reach out to the banker, and they'll let you know what's needed. But if it's a sole proprietorship where you're the 100% owner of whatever business, it's super easy to open a business account. And in some cases, we can use your credentials, your social security number. You don't even need a separate tax ID number, just depending on how the business is structured. If it's an LLC or something more complicated, it's still not hard. And a banker would be a great person to connect you with an attorney that can get you the operating agreement or document that we need. But yeah, don't let the process scare you. Just reach out. We want to hold your hand through it and make it as easy as possible.
And I'm honestly telling you all, I have banked with US Bank.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to be very transparent.
That's what
I've
we
had my
love about
personal
you.
account.
Yeah.
I've had my personal account since I started working in banking. So since 2017. I'm sorry, 2007. And so when I launched Black Business Boom, it was kind of second nature for me to say, okay, well, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to open an account with US Bank. I tried to go open an account with US Bank and they denied me for whatever reason. I still never, and again, I have a personal checking and savings with them.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. And so, and at the same day, I said, I met this girl that worked at at Studio Bank. I sent her an email. She sent me the list of documents that I needed to get started. I sent her all of the same stuff I had taken to US Bank. That day, my account was open. She was like, you can come down and pick up your debit card. I went down the next day, picked up my debit card, and I've been rolling with Studio Bank ever since. So, like you said, don't let the process, deter you from doing what you need to do to keep your business in order is very, very important. And again, you can't even know how much money you're making in your business if you don't truly have an account for it. So or how much you're spending.
That's right. That's
if
right.
your costs are and all of that. So it's super duper important. And we have an amazing resource right here in Nashville.
Right.
Now, what about the folks that are not in Nashville, Harry?
Yeah,
Can they make
our primary target is Nashville for now. We opened our doors 2 years ago, and a new bank has to tell the FDIC what their market is. And so ours really is Nashville and the 10 counties that touch Davidson County. We're focused primarily in Middle Tennessee. On the consumer side, you can have a bank account with us from wherever. And we are a digital first model. So if you want us to be completely digital, you don't ever have to step foot in a bank. But on the business side, for now at least, we're focused on Middle Tennessee.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, I'm really excited to have you as our resident banker. I hope that everyone tuning in will learn more about Studio Bank today, but Harry will be coming to us monthly. We'll be doing a lunch and learn.
Yeah.
So if you have anything specific you want to know about banking as a business owner on the consumer side, about mortgage lending,
Hmm.
go ahead, drop that in the comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about in these lunch and learns so that we can make sure that we're best serving the community and giving
Absolutely.
the community the education that they need to be successful as consumers and as business owners. So again,
Yeah.
thank you so much for agreeing to be our resident banker, Harry. I'm
Absolutely.
excited to have you.
Thank
And
you.
I look forward to our next conversation. In the meantime, if folks want to learn more about Studio Bank or they want to get signed up with Studio Bank, how should they do that?
So www.studiobank.com is our website. My email address is harry.allen@studiobank.com. Feel free to shoot me an email. I'm accessible, and we'll get you to the right banker. But yes, absolutely reach out. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all the things. We try to be everywhere.
Yeah, and you all are doing a lot here. I got Harry's email address now scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and I'm gonna go ahead and add
All
studiobank.com.
right.
So please go and check them out if you are looking for a new bank or if you just want to learn more about, what Studio Bank has to offer. And they're certainly doing a lot here in the Nashville community, and we appreciate you guys so much. So
Yeah.
I'm excited, Harry. Again, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
again, if there's something you want to know, I know that there is somebody out there that got a pressing question. They want to know, how do they establish a relationship with a bank,
Yeah.
or what do I need to do to be approved for this, that, and another? Let us know. Drop it in the comments right now so that we can make sure as we plan our lunch and learns for this community that we give you guys what you want from us. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
yeah, thanks so
Thank
much, Harry,
you.
and I look forward to having
Take
you.
care. I appreciate it.
Have a great
All
day.
right.